Hello everyone, we are now on to day 2 of Modern Greek, our mission to conquer every European language out there. So, day 2, very simple. I'm no longer going to give you a massive spiel like I did on day 1. We're just going to get right into the lesson. A few things to add. I've located an interesting Greek TV show. Now, it was pretty hard for me to actually find any Greek media out there. Because let's be honest, it's quite a small country, it's quite a small population. Not a large amount of people are actually learning the language. I mean, you can check the Reddit forums and compare it to like r/Spanish or r/German. It's much smaller. None more so because obviously of the alphabet, it's very different. And yeah, it's a small country, but it's awesome, right? It's very sunny, really cool place. We've been over that. In day 1, in video 1, but yeah, I've located one. It's kind of like I've located one website which is kind of like a Greek Netflix, but it's free and it's all just Greek shows. They do have English subs, which is good, but the issue is I'm trying to find a show that that is on Netflix, ideally, because we want to use a language reactor Chrome extension. Now I'm going to show you a bit of that maybe in this video, but I did link it in the description of the previous video. I'll also link it in this one as well. But the language reactor Chrome extension allows you to double up the subtitles, so you'll have both the English subtitles and the language of choice on top of each other. That way you can actually compare in real time vocab, sentence structure, these sorts of things, which is only going to help you accelerate the learning. So I found one show on Netflix which has Greek and English subs due to Language Reactor. So I'm going to start watching that. I've watched like 20 minutes of it. Perhaps if I'm allowed, I might show some clips of it in this video as well. But yeah, I'm going to do like 20 to 30 minutes a day of that Netflix show. I'll link the name of the show in the description as well. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, feel free to as well. But yeah, we're going to get right into session 2, day 2 of Modern Greek. So that's on the Pimsleur app, as we explained in video 1. So let's go. Okay, everyone, we are in lesson 2 now. So let's get it. Okay, I just heard a conversation which was pretty similar to lesson 1's conversation. American guy interacting with a Greek woman. And I actually understood it, which is a win. So yeah, let's keep going. English, aglika, Ellinika is Greek. I understand is Catalaveno. I understand Greek is Catalaveno Ellinika. Easy, guys, this is so easy. Catalaveno Ellinika. They're trying to get you to get the intonation right. A little. Liho. I understand a little Greek is Catalaveno Liho Ellinika. I'm definitely getting the vibe from these background videos that Greece is very dry. I mean, there are beaches, but there's a lot of rock as well. Catalavenete. You understand. Excuse me, signomi. So far, guys, 100% success rate on lesson 1's. No, sir. Ohi kirie. Ven catalabeno. I do not understand. Ven catalabeno. See, I can't not think of Venn diagrams when I hear the word Venn. So that's my memorization technique there. So we're at 4 minutes 20, blaze it, and so far there's been no new vocab. It's all just a repeat of day 1, which I suppose makes sense, right? It is a lot of repetition. By the way, guys, so in my day job, I do lots of cold calls, so I call people up, and I do a lot of work speaking to people in Europe, and I've spoken to a few Greek people this week, and I busted out this vocab, and they loved it, and they were loving it. So yeah. Even if a vocab size of 10 goes a long way for a language. So yeah, it's a good incentive to actually learn foreign languages, because if you can connect with someone even saying like one sentence, especially a language that not a lot of people speak, foreigners. And then yeah, imagine being able to speak at a fluent level. That would just be mental. You are American. Iste Americanos. Yes, miss. Ne vespinis. Ne vespinis. Miss. Vespini. Oh, vespinis. Okay, that's the first mistake, guys, of the video. 7 minutes in. Okay, one new word. Charite. Hello. Charite. Che. Oh, I can't do that. Che. Cher. Cher. Charite. Charite vespinis. Hello, miss. Giria. So that is a married woman. Girie. Giria. Okay, so a bit of a masculine, feminine type situation there. Charite. Girio. Giria. Okay, I f***ed that up. Charite girie. So in Greek, instead of saying how are you, they say what are you doing? You are doing. Kanete. What are you doing? Kanate. Ti kanate. How are you? Ti kanate. What is ti? Hello, ma'am. I've completely forgotten. Charite kiria. Very well, thanks. Is. No idea. That is so hard. Efcharisto is thank you. Efcharisto is thank you, which is extremely hard to say. Slightly annoying because, I mean, it's a very common word. So, given the fact I struggle saying this, it's not promising. Very is poli. Poly, that makes sense. Polyamorous. Polyglot. Polykala, very well. Polykala elif. Ah. Polykala efchadisto. Imekala, I am well. Imekala. Istekala, are you well? Okay, goodbye. New word. Adiosas, that's jokes. That is jokes. That is like Spanish, right? I think. Ticanete. Ticanete. Very well, miss. Polikala vespinis. Polikala vespinis. Very well, miss. Thank you. Efchadisto. 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 I'm well, thanks. Polikala efchadisto. Oh, I that up. Imekala efchadisto. How are you? Te can venet. I totally forgot. Te canete hiria. So far, the most difficult phrase for me is, how are you doing? The word for no can also mean not very well. Ven ohi polikala. I understand a little Greek. Katala veno liholinika. Okay, so we basically had a fake conversation there where someone was asking me questions and I had to respond. And I would say my success rate was probably like 70% or 60%, which is okay, I suppose. But I'm literally trying to recall the words in my head, so it's not a very smooth interaction in that sense. Okay, everyone, we have just finished lesson 2, and lesson 2 was interesting. It was the first third was all just memorization and recall of lesson 1's vocab, which was pretty good. To be fair, those words in lesson 1 were somewhat simple. Today, the words were a bit harder. I noticed that they've introduced some weird sounds now that we don't have in English. A lot of like hissing sounds, like hi, which is probably doing it wrong even then, but like the word hello, heriste or herite. One of the other, I can't actually remember, is hello. Kyrie and Kyria, which is sir and ma'am. And then what else? Also thank you as well, which is a really hard word, which is a bit annoying. But I think it's efcharisto or something along that line. To be fair, I do recall hearing that in the Greek show I watched. Like I'm hearing a lot of no's and yeses, or he and ne, and then thank you, efcharisto. But yeah, we're starting to get into slightly more tricky vocab. To be fair, our vocab vocab list right now in our heads is probably still limited to like 15 words. But yeah, we had our first conversation at the end there, and we could respond. We also learned what I am is, which obviously I imagine is used a lot. So like ime, that is compared to you are, which is iste. So yeah, that's kind of it. I would say pretty much at this point now, if I could recall everything that was taught, we can have a 5-second conversation with a Greek person. We could say, obviously introduce ourselves. I'm Alex. I imagine it's ime Alex. Then you can ask them how they are, which is tikanate, and then miss or sir or ma'am. Tikanate vespinis. How are you, miss? And yeah, maybe say like a bit about our nationality, ime, whatever. I'm not Americanos, I'm not American, but whatever the word is for English. And we can obviously ask them if they understand Greek or English. So far, off the back of 1 hour of Greek learning, I think we've achieved a fair amount. So we'll pick it up in lesson 3 tomorrow, so see you guys then. Sweet. Okay.